McChoke, ha ha ha. McBain, ha ha ha. Once again, they're trying to call me the Archangel Michael. They want their witchy stories. Hey, I want people prying into. I have no idea what religion's right, but I know the fear-based mind control stuff that these demonic things will do. All got deep personal experience with that, so I assume they just want whatever power control they get from that. It's two birds with one stone. So anyway, that all goes on. That's been part of their brainwashing for it had me very convinced that I was King David, right? So then it was Mike, and it was when I was reading the book of Revelation, and it was Mike and Dave need wedding dates, and like, you're Michael too, and I was like, oh well. God would be pretty fucked if I was in charge of any god armies. But anyway, this is their mind control torture chamber. I was about to send that guy a brass instrument, and then they like do what I'm doing. So it's like, I just McBain. I just literally sent you a brass. Because I was about to send this guy. Anyone maybe will help me get a brass instrument, and I was gonna. It's like the 4-year-old thing, but for Nazi bioterrorists. It's like, I'm not doing that. You're doing that. I'm not doing that. Anyway. All that goes on in the bioterrorist Nazi torture chamber. And I call my life. For my part, I've been praying for 17 years, and the only answers I get I don't like. I have no idea who God is. Don't know if the Hindus got it right. Don't know if the Navajos got it right. Sometimes hope the Hopi Rainbow Warriors will show up and fix everything. I have no idea. But they torture me all day long for their jollies. Again, this is year 17 of this, like just all day. This is where your tax dollars go when they don't go to bioterrorism, when they don't go to false flags, when they don't go to... I mean, they also make money for... It's like, I guess the tax dollars probably go to the false flags, and then the war profiteering money goes to their defense contractor friends. They did the hoax Israeli concert attack. They do all the fake school shootings. They do all the fake terror attacks. They do their gang stalk, mind control, torture. Again, the CIA whistleblower for torture was the only person they ever charged for torture in a 15-year war full of torture. And while he was awaiting trial, since he was still on government payroll, they put him up in a house that had black mold in it, and black mold makes you psychotic. This is how they... Oh, so you noticed we're Nazi bioterrorist gang stalkers. Freemason death cult. Well then. Let us put you in our box. I don't know. Anyway, all that goes on somehow. Somehow there's like millions of these people and they get away with it. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, like, they're assassinating people. There are, like Pat Tillman would have destroyed them 20 years ago, but they assassinated him. Terrence Cheeky was working on exposing them. They assassinated him. Bill Cooper was working on exposing them. They assassinated him. Beverly Eckert was working on exposing them. They assassinated her. So I guess, it's not a surprise that people don't know about this stuff. And most people have families and friends and stuff, so they don't want to get involved with assassins. Me, I got nothing better to do with my life. I mean, especially because they torture me. I try to ignore it. I try to. Just every day they fake news and piss me off. Every day they do their stupid shit. I should just ignore it, I suppose. I just make it hard. Hey, but anyway, all that goes on. And that's their witchy stuff with their, you were King David in the past life. Like, I don't know who's talking to them. I don't know what their triangle finger snake god things are. I don't get it. I mean, I really don't even know if it's actually true, but like the way they put it to me, like, yeah, I am that sycophantic when I pray. Come on, God, you just gotta help me. You just gotta. But anyway, all this goes on. I don't know how it makes any sense. Like, I don't know how they. I don't know why there's brain demons or whatever. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why people want to fight each other. If I was really King David, I learned better. My whole life, didn't fight anybody. Even people who really got to me. Well, not my whole life. When I was in kindergarten, I fought. But when I was in first grade in kindergarten, that was about it. But anyway, this is life in the torture chamber. I play video games. They come do their. Oh, your computer shut off. Oh, your computer restarted. Oh. Use our mind control. And that's why they did their 5G. That's why they did COVID. They did COVID to mask the side effects of 5G. Whatchamacallit? Brain rape. I mean, it's not. I impress them apparently with like how I figure things out, but I just go off of what they would need to do to get good people to do evil shit. So like the chemtrails, that's why they did climate change hoax, because they would have to have a lot of people in on the chemtrails to bomb us with neurotoxins. So they would have to tell them something. So most people are good, and people want to think well of themselves. So it's how they get away with the vaccination so much, because nobody wants to think that they poisoned their baby. So rather than like process that, people are like, nah, there's no way. The doctor's got to be right. I didn't harm my baby. Evil cult of psychotic people. And they have a team of special. I was like, for a while, the only person posting on my YouTube channel was Chief Handler. Chief Handler says, "You're crazy." But I don't know. I suppose they get to do this thing here. They get to torture me all day because they're special triangle finger bouters. And the special triangle finger bouters get to do their special triangle finger bouters and things. What are you gonna do? It's been more than that with the Michael stuff. Super deep witchy stuff. I don't want to talk about it because like I like these people, but at the same time, it was like just implicit. Just like after they attacked, like think about this. I was standing outside CBGB's one day. See, and this way I don't know. He's just like, Anyway, he was only being rude, so it wasn't like something horrific, but the singer of Rancid was being rude to his girl. He was being mean, and I stared him down. And then the 5G mind control bioterrorists have them write songs or whatever. I have no idea. Let's say the sword of God is coming up and I see a likeness. Anyway. Easer. Anyway, the Bible stuff is the Old Testament thing is the sword will never depart from your house. It's not, you're the sword of God. This is a whole different thing. But anyway, I don't like all the Bible stuff, so I don't like it. I can't comprehend it. I like to be good to people. I don't like the hurting people stuff. I can't imagine it anymore. Maybe it worked too good on me. I don't know. I'm just like everybody else, like to think that I came up with good ideas on my own. Anyway, they've been on me like that for a while, for a long time. I think, oh, surely you're fighting us to the death. Surely, something. Like you guys are torturing me and you're evil people. I don't know what to do with it. People doing evil, I guess. I have no idea. It makes no sense to me. I'm just trapped here. I was living happily, not bothering anybody till they came for me. I was actually literally sitting here doing this and had no plans to do anything else. It's not something I was proud of, but life kind of passed me by. I didn't want to participate in any of their a worker prepares a worker. That's what I don't get. I don't get with the book of Revelation. The Christians are like, oh, we're building, this is the beast system. You gotta put more nails in the beast system. Quick, build it up. That's the beast system. We pay taxes to it. Don't then maybe. I don't know. Anyway, all this feels like spiritual mindfuckery to me. I got no idea. Well, no idea who God is, and no idea who this is their perfect storm. That's like, I try not to, I don't want to, but just like I'm so cornered, and so that's, are you ready for the perfect song was just for me. That was when they began their torturing. That was when they rooted out my brain was, I've got the eye of the tiger. But the eye of the tiger song was also there. Hey, little kid, don't you think fighting's a good solution? I was still their clubs. Hey. Still their clubs mindfuckery. Ugh. Anyway, nothing makes any sense to me. I got no solution for them. I don't know how to make them stop being evil Nazis. Like, I don't know how to teach them to enjoy life or something. I don't know. You be good to people and be nice to people and enjoy people and appreciate people, and then, oh, tell us the true secret. You be honest and sincere and kind-hearted and good and helpful if you feel like bothering, but not hurtful. That's how I kept myself. Now it's demons and hell and death, and I don't know how to fight it. I do not know. But again, they poison the sky, they poison food, they poison water, they poison medicine, they rig all major elections, they get blackmailed dirt. Like, I'm sure Obama thinks that he's in the Special Enlightened People Club, but you can bet if he turned on them, it would have been like the whole media would be like, well, this is the type of guy that'll put a dude's dick in his ass and be dressed up like a woman. They would have. The evil stuff will tell you it's enlightening going in, and then shame you for it afterwards. That's where I don't. That's what's like. I can't accept that something good would be shaming me while I'm asking good for help. So it's how they're like, oh, how do you know that our evil is not good? Like, you came and attacked me. You came and destroyed my life, and then danced about it. And they're trying to Stockholm syndrome. We're your friends. Hey, don't you get it? We rape your brain, and then you become one of us, and then you're our friend. Like, it's some like hive mind kind of shit. Well, again, maybe King David, St. Francis, maybe one of those religions wrong, and it's my bad karma. Maybe they're both wrong. I don't know. It's all too terrifying for me. I'm glad normal, healthy people don't get terrified by these things, but I do. Once you get the demons in your brain, so make sure you're not ever doing anything untoward to people. But anyway, I do not know. I do not know. None of it makes any sense to me. But again, year 17 of torture. I'm bored with it. I'm sick of it. I spent a solid once they got the eye of the tiger. Once they rooted out my third eye. My imagination. I don't know. I think third eye is some witchy stuff, but imagination, like that part of your brain, that's what evil wants. That's why they do the neurotoxin poisoning to cook your brain. That's why they do all this shit. So once they got that and they're feeding like evil into your brain or whatever it is, shit gets terrifying. But I prayed for them for a solid 7 years while I was telling them to go away and stop. I said, Jesus, Jesus, where are you? Jesus, where are you? Jesus. I couldn't find any Jesus. Looking at the Bible, and Jesus is like, the evil one, you'll know the truth. And I was like, oh wait, you're saying the Old Testament's the evil one. Okay. In the Old Testament defense, it's all about, like, stop exploiting poor people. It's not like, hey, I'm going to kill you because it makes me happy. It was stop being evil to people. Well, anyway, I just can't. I can't because it never happened. Like it's like literally, like it's like a. It's like, oh yeah, you'll pray and then you'll get the Holy Spirit and then you go on and go on. You'll have peace beyond comprehension and blah blah blah, and it just never happened for me. So I can't go around saying it to people. It's just been death to me. So I sit hopeless and in despair in the torture chamber. No idea what the truth is. No idea what happened here. No idea why these guys come attacking me. But they do. So anyway, that's my take on this stuff. That's my honest, sincere opinions. Who knows? Who knows? It's just like, I like the whole, like, believing in God thing. Like, it's a nice, solid framework for how to look at life. Like, I know, God says you're supposed to. Now I'm just like, okay, so who's really God? I'm very sure it's not Nazi bioterrorists, mind control, torture, evil people. I don't think it's the special giggle that they get when they have their brain snakes doing their thing. I don't think it's news fakers, and they think it is, though. There, I guess triangle finger death coat is the true way. You do not understand. That was like the woman, the daughter of the guy who ran my car. You'll get it. That's their witchy stuff, as they like burrow their demon stuff into your brain as they torture you. You will understand. That's it was like my favorite band, but I guess they knew how to like tickle me growing up when I was a young teen. you'll make the devil horns and you'll finally understand. Like, no, like every time I see it, it's just like it's something posing someone. Like, I'm not gonna understand that. That's, yeah, we're the special demonic evil people. Like, don't you get it? Nope. See, we torture people to make them ours, and we sexually abuse them to make them ours, and we have them murder somebody so they can be a special member of our club. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's not real religion, but they cook out your brain and they all of a sudden it's like their thoughts and their voices in your head. So it's hard to it's hard to fight it when they rape your brain out. But anyway, that's how that stuff goes. I do not know what to do with it. Oof. Maybe they'll stop being Nazis. Dubious, but I can't do anything with any of this. But this was if you listen to their music, like, once you know that they're witchy people and we're headed for Venus, like, they're talking about something and not we never go out of style. Like, they're a special club. Like, they're talking about their club and they're like, oh, we're hidden in plain sight that the idiots don't see. We've got a thing called radar love. It's something raped their brain out and tickles their brainstem and calls it love, and it's like the opposite of love. It's like mind control. But that's what they do. Hey, I just killed this boss and it didn't have the loot I wanted. Like, this is what I concern myself with. I don't know what to do with any of their mind control, mind fuckery. Hey. Oh, that's right. It said it wasn't a guaranteed drop. Derp. That sucks. It used to be, like, I used to play these games and, like, it would just be, like, friendly to everybody, and, like, everybody was, like, cool in these games back in the 90s, the late 90s, the early 2000s. People used to be friendly, but they took over the whole planet and set the mood for the whole planet, and, like, oh, you're not being an asshole to somebody? You're not cool. Oh, you're not being a shitty person? You're not one of us. You're not special. That's where I assume it's like Ra or something with they do all their Egyptian symbolism and inspires people to write shitty songs, make like the mood of teach kids shitty lessons to make them like think that violence is cool or being cruel to people is cool or whatever. I hate being hokey like this when I'm not really hokey. Like, I used to super appreciate all the hokey stuff, but I'm not really a hokey person. So I don't want to pretend, but sometimes to detox I watch old TV to... Anyway. None of it makes any sense to me. But here they are. They're going to torture me all day long until they fully crack me or something. I don't know. That is what I worry about. They're building up these legends, and like, I've never known. Like, they'll tell me I was King David. It's like, okay, so like a priest told me that God said, and I was like, okay, sure. Sounds good to me. Like, it sounded good to me 3,000 years ago and 5 lifetimes ago. It doesn't sound good to me anymore. Like, I just want to chill. Sounded good to me when a whole bunch of people were like, yes, this is true. I read the Bible, and you know, people quote that to this day. The fool says in his heart there is no God. Like, those are like, yeah, okay, like if you grew up in Israel 5,000 years ago and there were cannibals over there and people burning babies alive over there, and like over here it's like, oh no, you're not allowed to hurt somebody, and someone tells you there's God every day from your birth, and then yeah, sure, the fool says there's no God. But like, now it's like wise people, smart people say there's no God. It's like, oh yeah, well, all the science stuff is true and all the science stuff, but I mean, to be fair, the people who do the science stuff are the people who believe not the people who do the science stuff, but like, they use it as a cover. The people that use science as a cover for absolute truth, the cult does. Like, I mean, obviously it's real science, but at the same time, the cult uses it for, like, no, don't you see, if there was a God, there would be, and they make it the smarter argument, is what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, empirically speaking, like, the evidence points to there is no God. And it makes a lot of sense. So, like, it's no longer foolish to, now it's just to be expected. So I have no idea. Again, maybe the Buddhists got it right. I'm just stuck in a bad section of karma. But anyway, all that goes on. I'll still pray every night. I'll say, God, where are you? God, where are you? God, like all night long. For 17 years. Literally for 17 years. I mean, to be fair to the Old Testament stuff, I'm not Isaiah 58 in my life. To be fair to the New Testament stuff, I don't know, I didn't get baptized with the Holy Spirit, and I'm not praying for my enemies. I'm like, oh, you guys are still murdering people. Like, I was praying for them, but then they just kept doing evil stuff, and like praying for them wasn't working. Like, okay. And I can't, like it just like backhanded to me, like, pray for them until they're tortured for eternity. Well, no, I didn't have very sincere prayers. Like, oh, okay, you're torturing them for eternity. Okay, forget my prayers. It's just like, nothing makes any sense to me. Oh, well. Anyway, what are you gonna do? I guess, like, this is where the Old Testament makes more sense to me. I'm just having a whole bunch of woes, because I'm living a woe-like life. They're having a whole bunch of woes because they think that I have some kind of answer. Like, they're like, oh, well, if we torture you and cook your brain, then surely we will obtain God powers. Or like, I don't know what they think, but it's something like that. Anyway, all that goes on. I wish I had an answer. All I remember is what made my life very super happy. I was an atheist who kept the golden rule. I followed the golden rule my whole life in all things. And it made me a very happy, sunny person. But anyway, now I got Nazi bioterrorists cooking my brain, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So all that goes on.